I had read enough and known enough about how Shedeur carried himself in the pre-draft process, and it was poor. It contributed to the fall that he had in the draft. Apparently, he picked up some game from that. Because the Shedeur Sanders, who was showing up for that stuff, does not sound like the one who showed up to this minicamp, or at the very least, not the one that showed up in front of reporters. The way that he handled himself in the pre-draft process was like he was being recruited rather than being drafted. It was as though they completely forgot the math on this, like the dynamics and how it works. And in the end, you are still asking these people to give you a job. You are not in a position to dictate terms. He didn't seem to get that. If you went and looked at when he did press availability at the combine, he's got the hat cocked to the side, like, don't bring me if you're not trying to change the culture and all of that. No, there's all of these things, misunderstood the dynamics of it. Like, how dare you tell all these teams that their culture needs to change? You just got here. And these are mistakes that young people make. Shedeur Sanders seemed very clearly to need to be humbled a little bit. He didn't need the league to humble him, but he needed somebody to let him know the way you kicking it, you ain't got it like that. You're going to need to dial it back and realize that you're not that dude yet. And maybe you can earn your way into that place. It seems like he learned something about what he might not have done right in the first place. And that's all you can hope for with somebody that age. In these moments is when you got to look in yourself and focus on what you can do to get better. That's what it sounds like he has done. I applaud him and the people around him. And I would say his father, I think, has to be high on that list, right? I applaud them for the way that they seem to have come in after the fact on this, because there's a good chance that he will be a starter for the Browns at some point this year. But I am glad that rather than dig in and listen to these fools on the internet, you ain't done nothing wrong, somebody at the very least got in his ear and was like, even if you ain't doing nothing wrong, you could have done it a little bit righter.